we will just see a complete rollover by Morrow. He is maxed. Hopefully he does not let BratOK get maxed, because he is making a lot of Marines for some reason. This is not what BratOK wants, because what play tell everyone, where is all that supply going? Oh, there it goes. Bailey landmines, but unfortunately they are scouted, and the Vader Spire is on its way, so these Blue Lords are soon to come out. A lot of Mules coming here, and just look at that nice flock of Zerg units right there. This Murder Mulus is just having a dandy time trying to pick off tanks, and Morrow is just trying to find his angle, and he's not finding it. Having very good fungal growth right there, taking out a handful of Marines. And 11 Spine Crawlers coming up, trying to free up supply for those Brood Lords. 7 Crushers on their way. That means there's going to be 7 Brood Lords. Hopefully these ones will not be caught out of position. Bailing landmines, and now this is going to waste scans for BratOK. Rather use at this point Mules. As you see, BratOK is at 400 minerals, 500 minerals, where Morrow is at 3,500. So now they're just playing a back and forth with each other. Morrow is effectively, I get the feeling Morrow is just effectively baiting BratOK into this. I mean, he's baiting him into on creep where you do not want to engage Zerg at all. And soon enough we are going to just see the huge engagement. I assure you, there's 4 more infestors on the way. These corruptors, don't know why they're not morphed into Broodlords yet, but soon they will be. He's got plenty of income for it. There are the Broodlords. 7 Broodlords are coming up on their way, and Morrow is near max once more. A lot of Spine Crawlers just to free up supply. It doesn't even matter at this point. Scouting orbital, scouting CC. This is what you use your CCs for, everyone. For scouting, he wants to take this expansion, but he did not. I don't know why he just doesn't take this one. And this back and forth is just going to be very, very interesting. These tanks are doing a lot of damage, though. I mean, Morrow is no longer supply capped. He is just waiting for these Broodlords. I feel he should have just gone for it. And now that this drops, it's going to be a planetary fortress, and Morrow has to take it out now. Now that those Broodlords are in, hopefully he can take out this command center before it's a planetary fortress. And that there goes. It is going to lift up. Mulus are going to have some fun with it. No, they're not, apparently. Broodlords are going to try and do it, but no. So just this army was horribly shrunk down with this back and forth. Morrow was trying to bait BratOK into some sort of battle on creep, but unfortunately not. Huge Baneling landmines, very little Zerglings, Mulus and Broodlords. 2 Vikings are on their way, as well as level 3 infantry upgrades for Terran. And all of these, I think that Morrow should just stay away from these Baneling landmines, because they're not effective. There's too much scans going off here. And it looks like BratOK is just trying to find a different angle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hatcheries up for Morrow. Not as much as last game, but hey, 8 hatcheries is a lot of hatcheries. No surprise Morrow is just not going at it. This is where he feels comfortable, but apparently, you know, he's got the army. I feel there are Vikings out, but not enough to really deal with these Broodlords yet, and just a lot of Spine Crawlers. It's amazing. So I think he just needs to roll over and go. But hey, come on! I want to see some action. Who wants violence? Who wants some violence here? I want some violence. That poor SCV. Just look. It's all that remains of him. He just wanted a life to maybe support his family, and there he dies in a landmine of Banelings by Zerglings. Now Crackling upgrade is coming up Adrenal Glands, so that will definitely help with the amount of Zerglings that he has. They will absorb less shots by these Vikings, yes, of course, by the Vikings, by these siege tanks here. And 2 bunkers are up on their way. I feel I haven't cast a game this long since I cast the Straylock cost game. That was a ridiculously long game. That one came down to nothing but what was it? Yes, nothing but battle cruisers, because it was tank versus tank, and battle cruisers saved the day. Actually, it was 1 battle cruiser, tell you the truth. So, what to talk about here? Honestly, there is nothing here to talk about. Morrow likes his long games, and whoops, misclick there. And BratOK is trying to play the game, and another CC coming up. a lot of Marines. I feel that Morrow is just essentially letting BratOK just remax, get max upgrades, and as a result, stand an even chance. I mean, Morrow, he's pretty much maxed right now. Holy spine crawler uproots. I just feel that, you know, he's going to effectively, he's playing from a defensive position, which he shouldn't be. I mean, look how much Vikings he allowed BratOK to make, which is not good at all. And as a result, those Broodlords are going to go down pretty much one shot each. There's 7 Broodlords out on the field, and I mean, compared to the amount of Vikings, which is 11 Vikings, these Broodlords are going to go down a lot, really fast. Where is that army? So yeah, I mean, the Spine Crawlers will eat through the tanks and the Marines. But, oh, there are actually Corruptors here, so yes, there is a fighting chance against the Vikings. Just needs to engage. Come on, someone engage! We want some violence, please. Looks like these Zerglings are going to try a Zergling crack force, which is funny because they're cracklings. Are going to go in here, try and do some sort of harass, probably deny this expansion. And no, apparently Marines scares, a lot of Marines scare a lot of Zerglings away. And no, they are going to go in for the engagement and effectively shut down, freeing up supply for Morrow to make 6 Infestors. And level 3 armor, infantry armor, as well as Terran building armor coming up. So yeah, let's look at the upgrades here. I'm kind of curious. We have level 1 shot cannon. Well, we have level 1 vehicle upgrades for the Terran, and we're at 0 vehicle plating, and we got 3 for the Marines. And no, by the looks of it, no ship upgrades. So yeah, but we do have building plating coming up for it, and just absolutely nothing is being done here. I mean, the 9th hatchery is being taken, but hey, come on, and this is effectively cut in half right here, and this is the fault line. This is the 38th parallel right here between Zerglings, between Zerg and Terran. I mean, it's like this is the look at this. This is a sad kind of this is kind of a sad little defense line. I mean, here you got 4 bunkers full and 3 siege tanks. One is not even siege, and a single Marine with a single turret against, you know, I mean, the frickin' swarm right here. So yeah, well, thankfully they do have reinforcements. So yeah, a couple Vikings now adding up, and another missile turret to that defense line. So it may sound like I'm bored. I'm definitely not. Level 1 ship weapons coming up. It's just, there is honestly nothing to say about this game. They are literally waiting for one of them to attack. That is a lot of frickin' Vikings. There you go. You can take out some overlords and effectively not supply block Morrow. It's just, I can't believe I'm critiquing them like this. Is there engagement or something? Because all of a sudden there was a lot of supply lost for Morrow. No, I'm guessing he probably sacrificed some Zerglings to make more Corruptors. Now that those Vikings are actually out, this is Morrow's timing right here. He could go with those Broodlords and start taking out the bunkers, because those Vikings are out of position. And he could even go with the Corruptors here and try to snipe them off. Just effectively try and deny those. Oh, here we go. We got movement. That's a lot of Corruptors. Jeez. How many Corruptors are those? We have engagement here. Those 2 Marines, that's all that's left. No, one infected Terran is going to not do it. Oh my spine crawlers. Do you guys see that? Going into the okay, here we go. Now we got some engagement right here. Coming in Broodlords and siege tanks and spine crawlers all being destroyed. Here come the Viking engagement. Here come the Corruptors. Everything is just a mess now. There we go. Looks like all these Broodlords are going to effectively take out anything that was up here. They're eating through the siege tanks. Huge fungal growth over here on the siege tank. These Vikings are not doing anything. Here come the infested Terran, going to try and absorb that siege tank damage. And Corruptors are doing a great job, especially with that fungal growth. All the infestors are gone. 168 to 150. Holy crap, what is going on? Now all of BratOK's tanks are gone. There's only 4 to his name, 5 to his name. A couple Marines and some medevacs, but holy crap. I feel Morrow could still go in. He just needs to remax level 3 Zerg flyer attack. How often do you see that? 20 corruptors. He is just effectively using broodlords. Look at these Marines over here. They're like, what just happened, guys? What? There's 16 Marines over here. Oh, actually, a little over 20. But yeah, I feel that Morrow definitely has that great advantage right now. He can go in and take the rest of these tanks out. I mean, he has so many broodlords and infestors. Well, he has 7 broodlords. That's still a handful. He's got a lot of infestors, most of them at full energy. He could effectively just put in infested Terrans on top of these siege tanks, and just even by these bunkers damage them with the splash damage. And here's another engagement. There's the infested Terran. They are not really well placed. Those corruptors are not engaging the Vikings, which they should be. What is going on here? This is just explosions and blood and everything. Infestors going down. Corruptors and broodlords versus Vikings and tanks. How often do you see this? There are the Marines, but they are going down to fungal growth. A lot of fungal growth. Look, they're almost instantly down. Corruptors actually using corruption on the tanks. Those broodlings are going to easily chew through them. Move your broodlords up, Morrow. Look at this. Look, there's even more Vikings, but the amount of corruptors. There are 23 freaking corruptors out here. There's not even rooted spine crawlers here. Planetary Fortress is not even taking a single damage. Doesn't even have a single kill. More broodlords are being made, and what is the army count? The army supply is 123 to 50. Come on, Morrow. You have the advantage now. Press it. 10 broodlords up in production. There are 13 on already there. 7 still up on production. And here we go. A lot of broodlords. There are 13 broodlords. How often do you see 13 broodlords and 23 corruptors with level 3 Zerg flyer attack, as well as level 2 ship weapon attack? These bunkers are going to go down. Everything is going to go down. I just want to see how much things have been killed. 331 to 221. That is just a lot of things have been killed, and there's a lot of broodlings down here. And just wait for it. Blood everywhere. It looks like these infestors are finally going to do that covert ops, which they're really good at. And these corruptors can easily take out that. And it looks like some are. Planetary Fortress now at 16 kills. This is always fun to watch broodlords go against Planetary Fortresses, because Planetary Fortress gets ridiculous amount. Ooh, there we go. Neural Parasite up on the siege tanks. It's going to be great splash damage against the Marines now. All of these, there's so many corruptors. And there's the GG from BratOK. Holy crap. So essentially we had 15 minutes of just standing around doing absolutely nothing to lead up to about a minute and a half of awesome action. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. This is Nerdcraft. Stay around for game number 3, the Ace game. That's it. I am out.